from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. An interesting note about the Steelers opening up on the road here. It's the 5th season in a row that they have started away from home. Longest active streak in the league. And, of course, pitting them against the Patriots, two of the most storied franchises, especially in the last couple of decades. Since 2002, these two teams have met in 3 AFC championship games. And, right away, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Check.
Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Bridgewater now from the 50. Blitz coming, and down he goes. T.J. Watt coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. On play action, it's Bridgewater. The pass complete, it's Bird. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 43-yard line.
Ready. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
They go play action. Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
They'll run with Michelle. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight-line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss.
Heavy on the edges. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check, check. Fresno. 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 Check. Check 43. Joker, Joker. Go.
They'll run with Pollard. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they got themselves a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Here we go. SOS. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Now Burkhead. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Rex Burkhead taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Alert. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Hey, Delta. Check tight.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
1st down, Steelers.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Snickers. Hey, my 7. Check. Mike spot 4.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking deep here for Ebron. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eric Ebron, 54 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a first and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check, ready. Easy data, easy data. It's been a long day for you. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch the eyes. Check 13. Squeeze. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
That's another Patriots first down. First and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey.
These two teams all tied after one.
Watch the twins.
7-7.
We got this.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Watch twist. Check. Check three.
First down, and it's Pollard again. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
All day, dog. Mike 55. Watch twist.
On second and 9, Bridgewater. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Bud Dupree in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Throwing is Bridgewater. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. T.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep for the Steelers, Ryan Switzer. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Brings up second and 5 at the 19-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Watch the run. Good dad. Come. Tight dog. Alert.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And down he'll go at the 25. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Hey, alert three. No. Hey.
On 1st and 10 is Counter, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now this throw caught left side. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Get that Nicker. Now spin. He's coming. Double up. Take both of them. He's coming. Double up.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Conner, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
57's Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, 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 hey. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Double bump. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. I'm coming.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He wants it all for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
You got double up, double up, double up, double up. Truck. 54's Mike, 54's
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree, his 2nd sack of the night. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1.
Watch 98, watch 98, 98.
Here's Pollard. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
But it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. Right? We always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
All day, every day, any day.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time.
The Steelers take over first and 10.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Jack 16.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Complete to Washington. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. I got you, punk.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 23.
And the Steelers first down.
Roethlisberger now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Check 15, check 15. Check 16.
Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. 44. Let's 57. 57's run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Washington's got him. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You're going to see me in your nightmares. Alert, alert. Everyone, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Set, like 20. Set. Check, 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 check. Mike 57. Let's go, defense. Hey, man. 50.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Here's Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Hey, come on out here, come get some. Come get some. Come on here, come get some. Gang.
On 1st down, Connor. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. It's our time. It's our time.
On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Out. Check 26. Check 26. These two.
They'll try and run forward with Connor. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Like 80. Check. Walk 54. Walk 54. Go on. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. A little flare. You good?
They're going to run this with a tight end. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Like 30. Check. Take both of them.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald taking it in. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Demir Bird, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Check.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. Throw caught here by Bird. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. This is White on the screen. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Bridgewater again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. Switzer on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
At the 19-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
It's just me and you. Hey, Alpha. Here we go.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Roethlisberger. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And all the way down to the 35. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 46 yards.
And the Steelers 1st down.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Easy.
From the gun, a give to Connor. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Again, it's Connor. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Middle. 52. 57. Man out. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Show that bench release and go. Here we go. Black is good.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Check safety, check safety.
Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play fake. Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Bud Dupree bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. It's caught. This is White. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. To try again after the sack. Bridgewater. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bud Dupree make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. Going up top. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
57 to Mike. You must be Hey, Charlie. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dayon Buchanan came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
24.
Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. Now bad hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now it's counter. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Bridgewater to throw it. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
4th down, they're going. Bridgewater. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
It's a loss of 1.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the